folks. Welcome to another episode of the Psychic Roundtable. So everything lined up a little bit weird tonight, and with the snow and everything, I think the tech was just being a little sleepy and cold. But we're going to have an awesome session tonight, so thanks for sticking around and joining us. And we are going to have AngelLynn, our psychic medium, Earl Williams, our pagan DJ, and Sheena-Divine, our Reiki therapist slash really awesome dance enthusiast slash small business person slash all this other stuff. So yeah, without further ado, I am going to pull on Earl. Hey, Earl.
Good evening.
How are you?
Feeling better finally, I think.
That's good. That's good. Goodness. Oh, I tell you what, it's been the sickies for a lot of people.
Well, that, and plus I've got two dogs that force me to get up and moving when they need to go outside. So
Yup. I get that. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm sorry about all the tick issues. I appreciate you hanging with me.
Hey, it's perfect timing because I just got done recording a video for the Lions Club. So
awesome. Well, I think when it snows out, the tech gets a little weird.
Yeah,
it's like, I don't want to wake up.
I had to call MediaCon earlier today because everything was running so very slowly.
Everything's been super duper duper slow. It's been like, man, I don't want to wake up. I'm supposed to be hibernating, and we're all like, yeah, but you're not living. You're not, you're not warm blooded. You're not. Yeah, no, you don't get to hibernate. And the text says you. Oh. So tell me how it's going with the Lions Club. And we already have a viewer. Nice.
Yeah. So basically, seems how I am officially now the first vice president for the club. I got to basically call an audible this past Wednesday for our meeting. And instead of gathering at Pizza Ranch while it was snowing outside, I called an audible and said, nope, we're going to do a Zoom session today, folks.
Yeah, I know.
I think I got a lot of people on board with it. It's getting to the point now where, especially during the winter months when we have people away and weather being unpredictable like it is, I just decided that, okay, now is the time that we need to start doing Zoom sessions.
Yeah.
So I've got people on board with it.
Hang on.
Things went smooth.
Sheena, hey girl.
Hi.
Hello, Sheena.
Thanks for hanging with us. When it gets cold out, the tech decides it wants to hibernate.
I was gonna say it is the full moon, so
yeah. When's the next blood moon?
I do have a chart. I'm not going to pull it up. Sheena, when's the next blood moon?
Because the way the moon was hanging earlier tonight, I was like, oh, nuts!
It's absolutely gorgeous out.
Oh, so it's going to be March 13th through 14th.
Okay. Well, yeah, I have a negative result from the blood moon.
I hear that from a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't even tend to do anything during that time. It's like, nope.
Sheena, how first are you on the blood moon effects, and would you mind expounding on them? I'm sorry, I feel like absolute dog shit right now. I think I'm actually coming down with something. So
this blood moon is actually going to be following the lunar eclipse. So it's going to be an especially important one. Let me bring up my notes here that I was writing for one of my articles.
Yeah, the first time I experienced negative emotions from the blood moon, it was not a good time. It was not a good night at all for me.
If I remember correctly, and this is just going from memory, Blood moons are a time of a lot of expulsion, basically a lot of purging, but you're also going to be coming into a lot of powers, and you're going to get a lot of feedback from psychic information. But there is supposed to be advancement in store after that if you can get your stuff cleaned up. I remember a buddy of mine, Ira. He actually, we were all going through the same thing. It was this weird blood moon, and there were a couple other alignments going on. He and I felt like we were actually halfway out of our body the entire time. Everybody was getting headaches and just feeling real weird and everything. And so he and I sat down, and I sat down and I researched some crystals for him. And one of the big ones was obsidian and Herkimer diamond, to try and ground out and lend some clarity to it. Because he was getting an overload of all this information of the stuff he needed to do, the stuff he could do, and it was overloading him, basically. But that's what I know about the blood moon off the top of my head.
Yeah, that's interesting. My emotions tend to bottom out.
Really?
Yeah.
Expound on that.
It's just like, sometimes it's hard to describe, but it's like a lot of weight being put on me.
Okay.
And it just brings my emotions to just rock bottom, to the point where I just tend to want to go and hide.
Well, and this would probably be why. Here. Chrome tab. All right. So it's saying a blood moon does blah, 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 yada, yada, blah. Deep introspection, confronting shadow aspects of oneself, and exploring hidden emotions. Well, buddy boy, I think we know why. Sheena, you want to take it from there?
Yeah. So this one I'm especially watching out for myself as well, because this one's going to be in Virgo.
Okay.
So Virgo is all about healing, like looking deep, being very analytical in the healing. So for example, my tasks are going to be, let me pull it up here. Like I'm going to be especially watching like my daily habits with my Crohn's, detoxifying the body, because it's really going to bring those undersurface wherever it is in your personal chart is what everybody look where they currently have Virgo in their charts, and that's the house and placement you're going to want to focus on. That's where all that deep seated emotions are going to be turning up.
So here's Angel.
Yeah, you were seeing my feet for a minute, but she was very interesting.
So if you have a Virgo rising, what's that going to mean for you, Sheena?
So first house, that's going to be yourself, how you appear to the world. So I would say there would be a lot of shadow work involving like how either you see yourself or how others see you, would be the deep healing in that area. It could cause a lot of social anxiety, and you would want to try to level that out with the best aspects of that house and the connections to that house to see where that healing lies, where you would want to focus that healing.
Okay. So, shadow work. Thoughts on that?
I'm all about the shadow work. So,
like,
especially.
Yeah. What's your explanation? I would love to hear that.
Yeah. What, to you, what is shadow work?
To me, shadow work is basically looking at all of you, the darkest parts of yourself that you don't want to see, learning about that, accepting it, and seeing how those shadow aspects actually benefit you, what lessons you learned, what lessons they brought to the surface. For example, one of my biggest lessons is myself, like my Taurus, Chiron, which is my self-worth. So I've had to do a lot of work in my life, remanaging my money, where that self-worth lies, like how I view myself to be worthy of money, love, affection, connections with people. And one thing you'll see is you'll find one cause, but it usually branches into many others. So the deeper you go, the more you're going to heal and use those good aspects to bring yourself up in frequency and in life.
Right.
Very good explanation. I
Yeah.
love that a lot. Like that's very healing. Yeah.
Okay.
And hard actually. When you look at yourself like that, you're yourself. It is so hard to do.
Yes.
For every we're all human, and it's like the hardest thing I think to do.
Sheena, I was gonna ask you, would you be willing to write maybe a short article on shadow work for me? Just like what you described right there, but also some things of how to do it, how to deal with it, how to go about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I time my shadow work by the moon phase and astrology as well, because I think that's the greatest time. It kind of brings to light things you may need to, the best things you would need to heal in the moment and move forward, I believe.
Dude, mine is not that organized or measured. It's kind of chaotic. It's like, bam! It's like, oh, Jesus!
Well, you're being pulled in all different directions, girl. You're doing just fine.
I'm not, but thank you. I appreciate your faith.
Well, you know what? None of us are, but we are.
I know, right?
If that makes sense.
Oh, also, Sheena, I had something to ask you. You're okay with me publishing your article on the blog, but are you okay with me doing it in print? Yes or no?
Yeah, that would be fine.
Perfect. Okay. Earl, where's my book review?
Just not done, dear. I'll have it over to you.
Lots of love, Earl.
Nice.
I'm trying to do the best I can with it. So.
Oh, come on. I think you're going to do great. You got all those big thoughts up in that head, and you're just kind of quiet, so they kind of stay up there. So I want to get them out onto paper.
That's a big feat for him that you asked.
Thanks, Angel.
Very good for him. I mean, I know he can do it, but dang, Alicia, don't ask me anything like that. No, I'm joking.
Oh, I already did. I'm going to publish out the interview I did with you a while back.
Oh, yay.
You're just like...
Right? It goes over my head.
Anything, AngelLynn. It would have been a surprise.
Right? Oh, no, I get people saying, hey, da-da-da-da. I'm like, what are you talking about? No.
I know, right? Hey, by the way, you're in this, and you're like, what? I saw you on the internet.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, what?
Go over my head. I like it that way.
Okay. That works. That works.
Yep.
No.
Keeps me sane, I think.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I'm sorry, guys. My throat is super dry over here.
Yeah.
So I'm popping mints like nobody's business. Not even the tea's cutting it.
That's what I have is tea, actually.
Yeah. What kind?
Just sweet tea from the store, but brewed from Come and Go.
Oh, baby, it's cold out. I gotta have hot stuff. But then again,
I'm not going. I mean, I'm pretty much snowed in probably for the rest of the weekend.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. You have you seen the weather?
Yeah,
like
I
what's
have.
coming?
Dennis just snowblowed the driveways and everything, so
I mean, according to the thing, by the time Saturday night's over, we could get another 8 inches. We already have 8 out here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we got hit pretty good.
When's the next one supposed to be starting?
Tomorrow around noon, and then that's supposed to be 2 to 5, I think, possible. And then Saturdays just got upgraded from 3 to 6, I think. So. Yeah, I'll be digging out. At least I'm probably. I already had a reading scheduled for Saturday, but she's gonna do it the next Saturday. So trust me, I was looking forward to coming in.
I know, believe me, I get it.
Yeah,
I don't.
I mean, we'll see how Sunday is, but I don't know how much they're gonna have the roads cleared off.
Well,
I can guarantee you 117 is going to be a total mess.
Oh yeah, well I don't have to go on that. So
well, Simone. She should be back from vacation, but she's in Minburn, if I remember correctly. So I don't know what she's walking home to. Yeah. And then Chloe, she's having a hard time getting in because they only have one car, and her he's doing the John Deere, and then he's doing Lyft on the side.
Right. So yeah.
And, yeah.
I know. That's where I'm at. We have one car, and if it wrecks, like.
Well, you don't want to wreck a car anyway. You don't want to take your chances.
True.
No.
that is true. But we did have some a lot of good things happening here, so that's kind of nice. But financially, so she'll
That's
be able to
good.
get a second car here probably within a month, and then
Go you.
yeah.
Don't say that too loud. Dennis might hear you and be jealous.
Oh no, I worked very hard for that, Dennis, and
Oh,
I
he hates
deserve
it.
it. I so deserve it.
Dennis hates not having his own vehicle. He is
Oh, I
going
bet.
insane.
Oh my God, he's got to ask permission, huh? Sometimes Jim and I
No,
don't want to do
no.
that. No.
My mom won't let him drive the car. That's her car.
Oh,
He's not on the insurance and she won't let him touch it.
right.
I don't blame
blame her. Yeah.
You know, the insurance is a thing. And
I had to
plus,
put Vicky back on it. Yeah. Because, yeah, she's working now too a little bit. So, yeah.
they checked, and if he's on, it'll spike that insurance payment.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot afford that right now.
Apparently, across the board, like Progressive, like which is who I'm using at the moment, but across the board, all insurance companies raised everybody like 40%. So mine wasn't quite that bad, but it was pretty bad.
This is ridiculous, man.
Yeah,
They're going to price us out of living. Yeah. We're all going to have to like go into these big, huge houses and live together. That's going to suck.
Let's buy the property.
Okay, sounds good. You know,
we'll go over by oh my gosh, I forgot your name, girl. Sheena.
There we
go. Names have been blocking for some reason. It's a small town, but it's, you know, we'll just inundate it.
Buy some big property there.
Yeah, Colfax has to be innovative.
Well, hey, Colfax is bigger than hers.
I was going to say, I like Colfax.
Colfax isn't bad. Yeah.
Colfax isn't. Well, none of the towns are bad. Okay, Jefferson's a little weird. Jefferson has a real weird energy right now. Yeah. Okay.
Well, Highway 5 over by Milo, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what happened there because I don't know Iowa's history, but I get scared. Like, it spooks me over there.
Cedar Rapids, really bad.
Yeah. I was there last week.
When we were doing the psychic, when the ghost hunter was on and he was talking about like the natural portals there.
Oh,
right. I wanted to ask so bad, like,
wait, where?
How do you feel about Cedar Rapids? Because I feel like Cedar Rapids is one of the most negative places I've ever experienced in my life. It like sucks you in.
No, it does. I agree.
Okay, I got a scary fucking story about Cedar Rapids, which is why I won't go there anymore. Really? I used to go there to visit my chiropractor because he'd go there 2 months, I think 1 or 2 weekends out of the month to see his clients there. You're driving there. Okay, and you know the ley lines have been toxified, and one of the ways you detox them because they run along waterways is you pour holy water within the waterway. Holy crap! Antoinette, hello, baby.
Hi, baby.
Hello, Antoinette.
How are you?
Holy hell! Awesome.
That's nice. Yeah.
I do find it funny that she phones up right at this time when I'm telling the story. Yeah.
Yep.
No, anyway, one of the ways you do it is you pour holy water into the waterways.
So you mean like where, because the river's over there, you know, and there's streams and everything. So just like whatever you're crossing, or just curious.
Anytime. Anyway.
Got you.
Dennis drove up there, you know, and I went to see the chiropractor, and we tooled around a little bit. I went shopping because that's me. And then I didn't realize it. He had a thing of holy water in the glove box. It was his plan to ditch it in the riverway just to clear everything up. Because when we had come in, there was some sort of weird thing at that intersection. Mm-hmm. So I did a little mojo hoodoo thing to kind of clear that up, unbeknownst to anybody as I was leaving. But before I left, we poured the holy water, and I dropped down into my second sight, and I watched it. Now, water is supposed to flow this way. The holy water pulled all the way back up and sat in one spot, the energy of it.
Wow.
We went to get in the car. All the electrical went out of the car. We hadn't had problems with it. We barely got out of Cedar Rapids. And that was only after I said, look, we are leaving. We are not coming back, okay? And then all the lights.
Did your electrical come back?
Yeah.
So, like, Cedar Rapids definitely, Sheena, and Earl, you probably know too, but it definitely has some weird energy. I was there last weekend, but
I used to do fairs up there and everything like
that.
No,
I've never done it. I did it one time.
No money. you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, lovely people and everything, but the energy scares the crap out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there. I don't know the history or anything either, but some of it's very negative, for sure.
Apparently, Nicole's guy, Jeff, he's
Mhm.
from Cedar Rapids, and he said there was a major energetic change about 20 years ago or so. Something happened. There was some sort of an economic or a natural thing, and it flipped the energy.
That would make sense. People get
But-
scared when there's no money. I mean,
Right. Well, apparently it used to be a really amazing place up until that point. And then nothing.
yeah,
All the people's attitudes really changed. Everything changed.
right.
All of it, just it permeated throughout the entire land. So
The
it would have had to be more than just economic.
Mm-hmm.
It would have had to be something.
Probably during when Cedar Rapids flooded out.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right.
I think I
Yeah.
remember hearing her say something about that. Okay,
Mhm.
Earl, you're going to know more about it than we will.
And
Tell
Sheena, she probably does too, right, Sheena?
Sheena?
Well, I mean, I'm up in Waterloo. I don't make very many trips down to Cedar Rapids if I absolutely have to.
Mhm.
I mean, the only reason I went down there this last time was to stop into Illuminations.
What is it called?
At the door.
Ah,
Yep. And that was the main reason for me going. Yeah. I mean, while you're
Did it
there,
drain you?
I mean, the energy is fine. Granted, they're in a old building.
Yeah.
And the store itself, basically the floor is creaking.
Well, I have a feeling whatever Illuminations is doing, they're probably clearing stuff out, at least in their
Oh, yeah.
part of everything.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know my old shop, it had started to darken out, and I found out it was right on a ley line. It was running right off a nexus. And we had done a lot to clear and clear and clear and clear and clear. Some dumbass decided to do something and summon something over a nexus.
Mm.
Fucking idiots. Tell you what, you
Yeah.
got to do your research before you mess with this stuff. You know?
Oh,
But
definitely. Yeah.
no, and it had started to darken. It was basically like dropping poison into a well, and it just was spreading out. So in a lot of ways, I was kind of glad to move.
Oh, yeah.
So
It's definitely good for you.
yeah. So I moved to the spaceship building, and now I'm at the mall. And actually, I kind of like being at the mall. So we'll see
I
how
like
it
you
goes.
there. Yeah. We
I
gotta
know, right?
keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Well, one thing about the mall, and Sheena, now, quick question before I say this, Sheena. Do you have to shovel your own parking lot at your space, at your business?
No, I don't.
Okay, so I can say this freely. I don't have to worry about paying for snow removal at the building.
Right? Or fixing the potholes or whatever else that may happen.
No, every time. Now, the snowplow guy I got was great, but every time he would send his workers out, I would have to stay on them and call them a bunch of times. And then I would have to worry about them running through the bricks in the outside of the building. Yeah, it was
Oh, my
torn down
God.
a couple times. And then I had to worry. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Plus, I had to pay out the nose.
Right.
No, I am good. I am so happy. I am enjoying the snow again. Because, you know, I love snow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yep.
Ah,
That moon is so gorgeous out there with the
Mhm.
snow on the ground. Last night
Yeah.
it was so bright. I let the dog out about midnight, I think it was, and I was like, "Oh, it's almost like daylight." Somebody turned the light on because that's what it looked like. Because it sits right out the back door, and I can just look up just a bit, and it's oh my God, it's huge right now.
it's so pretty.
It is very beautiful.
Mhm.
Even
But-
with all going on.
I was going to say, Earl alerted us that, well, Earl asked and Sheena gave us the date for the blood moon that's coming up on March 13th. So,
Yeah,
Oh,
because
okay, thank you.
earlier this evening,
Okay.
basically the moon was hanging really low.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
It looked like blood moon. I'm like,
And
oh,
it's orangish tonight. The color.
yeah. So
So
that's
what is blood moon, Sheena? Like, how would you describe it?
Well, go ahead, Sheena.
Or Earl, either or both.
Yeah, or Earl, yeah. For me, it's like a transformation opportunity. Like it's a time to release. For me, it's like a time to release to bring in something greater. It gives you that opportunity.
Nice.
Yeah, because I was saying when we were first talking
Yeah,
about
I'm sorry, guys. I was a little behind.
that.
You're
Yeah,
fine.
when it comes to blood moon, I tend to just kind of retreat because my emotions bottom out.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like the energy from it right now, my clients are doing the same thing. I mean, even though it's not here yet, there's other stuff going on.
There's
And yeah. Their emotions are high. There's another phrase what is it? Not just emotions, but if they only realize that what is going on out there, I should probably send them to Sheena or Earl, like astrology wise, because sometimes when you know it's there, you may not be able to stop it, but you can have your side of a conversation either be good or bad. You know what I mean? You can sometimes help it through.
Yeah,
the whole point.
it's
The whole point of astrology is to give you a roadmap.
Yes.
Right.
It's to give you a roadmap so
Mhm.
as you can avoid some of the bumps, or at least turn the bumps into ramps and have some fun.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, no, that absolutely. What were you gonna say, Earl?
I have during that time. I usually that's when the wolf energy in me comes out.
Oh,
That could be interesting. All right, we'll
Right.
call you that night and we'll see if you start growing fur.
What day is that on? Tell me it's a Thursday.
I think it's the 13th and the 14th. Yeah.
Ooh, come on. Let's see the date. Computer is going super slow. Oh my God, it is the 13th.
I knew it. Well, what night? Like, what night is it on?
Thursday.
I knew it. I
It's
could feel that.
Thursday.
Yeah. Okay, Earl, you're on.
Yeah.
You got to come on that night.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's like,
I'll
what?
send you some wolf teeth as soon as I find them.
No, there are lots of little wolf hats. I get them
Right?
for Arthur sometimes. So yeah, I'll
Yeah.
send you one. He's like, what?
I'll start resembling my buddy behind me here.
We'll take you any which way.
Yep. Now, will you still be able to talk, Earl?
Yeah.
Okay, well, good. Good. You can let out a howl every once in a while during the program. Our ratings
I
are
love
going to go through the roof. Or should I say the woof?
Right?
Anyway, but no, Sheena was talking about Eric Klein. I had him on the Tuesday night talk. He has paranormal endeavors. I've known Eric forever. He's awesome. He is like really, really cool. He started his own ghost hunting team that mixes the metaphysical spiritual with the science end.
Nice.
Yeah. He never charges to come and investigate a place and move spirits on and stuff, but they don't do as boom, 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 boom kind of work as Antoinette.
Right.
No. But he's very thorough.
Yeah.
And he's very grounded about it.
Well, science, I mean, they can prove the energy exists. Like, I mean, we have radio waves, we have all kinds of stuff that, I know, Earl, I feel like your mind can wrap around it, but explaining it is like different, if that makes sense.
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody's got their way of describing it. For me, okay, being part Native American, being part wolf. Yeah.
Shapeshifter.
Need I say more?
Yeah, actually, I'm like interested in hearing it.
Well,
But you don't have to. I am joking.
Yeah, that's when the past memories start resurfacing.
Ghost hunting to me has never been. It's never been a thing because
Sorry,
that's fine. I grew up with a clairvoyant psychic medium dad. He was always talking to spirits. He would get warnings. All kinds of weird metaphysical stuff would happen. I always knew there was something beyond, So I never needed proof. I had it.
Right? Yeah. You can feel it. Yeah.
Yeah. And
When
now,
we're young, we feel it so much, growing up.
once I quit running from it, now that I can see stuff, it's
Well, you pretty much took it on.
eh, eh. Eh.
He was preparing you.
Anyway, but no, now that I can see stuff, I mean, it's just, I tell you what, no, but hey, everybody is entitled to seek what they want. And if they
Absolutely.
need actual scientific proof, go for it.
Mhm.
Yes, 100%. They've
It's
done all
funny.
sorts
I
of
have
studies.
science clients and tons
Really?
of doctor clients. Yeah. It's
Well,
pretty interesting.
I would say probably I'll lowball it and I'll say 95% of the population of Earth has had some sort of supernatural, paranormal, or metaphysical experience.
I absolutely agree with that.
But nobody to talk to.
Right.
Society says you're crazy, so you shut up.
Right.
Or it
Which
scares
isn't
you
as bad
so.
this time. I mean, in this day and age, but it's still there.
No, it's still there. Even though the new age is hella trendy,
Right.
it's still hardcore there.
Yeah.
Okay. Or the third one is you get scared so bad by your experience that you clam up and then you go the other way.
Right. Right.
So, But like I was telling Eric and Steve, the guy I had on last night, you guys are going to love him. When I can drag him on the podcast, it's going to be on Wednesday night because he's over in England.
Oh, neat.
So, yeah, Steve's awesome. You guys will love him. But no, that's part of the reason I started the podcast. That way I could reach people and let them know they weren't alone.
Mm-hmm.
Give them a format to ask questions, have people on saying, hello.
Right.
So I had this weird ass experience. You're going to think I'm crazy. And so many people start out with, you're going to think I'm crazy. And it's like, trust me, dude. Yeah, there's very little.
Like, you know who you're talking to.
Look at the store you're in, dude. Seriously. So
right. No, I think it's awesome that it's out there more. But you're right. It scares a lot of people because they don't talk about it, or their family's too religious, or that's bad. It's not bad.
No.
No, it's not bad at all, really.
No.
But that's where I say there needs to be more education on it, which that's why I'm doing the podcast and the blog and putting out books and all that stuff, because you have to have reliable education on it. Not, you can do a really neat white light spell and bind a ghost to your will to drain the energy from the ghost, and that's white light.
Right?
I should you not. Oh, I seriously
Somebody
read
did that.
I read it on a blog.
Oh,
I was
my
like,
God.
it's not a joke blog. The person had multiple articles. It wasn't on TikTok or anything else like that. It's just out there on a person's website. And I'm like,
wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
That article is probably what kicked off my blogging journey, because I was like, oh, that is it. We are just done. So, but that's also why I like having reliable guest authors on, guest writers on the blog, because that way their message gets out too.
Why
is it
yeah.
We need to bring somebody on that like works with spaceships, and that would be really cool.
That I'm digging for. See, MUFON, it used to be Bev Trout. Okay.
Right. Yeah, she retired.
And
then the guy that took it over was in Albia, but I think he's gone as well, because he was pretty old. And that was probably 10 years ago, maybe.
This is what I mean. A lot of the elders of these areas are stepping back, retiring, and there's no.
Bev Trout is amazing. You've met her. I've met her. Oh my God, this woman. The little story that I know about is that she was married to a farmer, and she came out because she had an experience. Well, of course, it's a small town. It all led to a divorce. She lost she never had children. And that's what started her journey. But she lost a lot talking about it. Especially because she's got to be in her 80s, if not like late 80s. If I haven't looked. I should actually look that up, see if she's still around. I think Bev Stone might know her as well, if Beverly Stone's around.
Stone. I'm not sure
Yeah.
she was there.
I think you would know her if you saw her face.
Okay. Ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop.
Good people.
Oh my God. We were way off.
Of what?
Okay, Bev Trout in 2022 was 93.
Yeah, I wondered. She was pretty. She did it forever.
Holy so butts.
Yeah, she's probably gone.
Maybe. I don't know, but I'll dig
Wait,
around
in
and find out.
2022, she was 93? Is that what you just said? Okay.
Yeah.
So she
So
could possibly.
Yeah,
She
she could
was,
still be around.
yeah, she was in good shape for a woman. And very, very pretty. She aged really well.
She did. She
Yeah.
really did.
You guys would love her.
Yeah, you really would. I mean,
Yeah.
well, I think
We
the
had
whole
her at like kind of a house party one time, and she was like the speaker. And I mean, there were nurses there, you know, a couple doctors. I mean, everybody. She had them on the seat just telling her story. It was
That's
so
actually
awesome.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I loved her.
Now I'm looking for guys. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute.
Sheena, what do you got coming up? Anything exciting?
I've just been I'm gonna go to the fair in March. So I've been that out. So I've been pretty excited about that.
Yeah, it's keeping us busy, huh?
Which fair?
Yours?
Fair.
Yeah.
Oh, are you going to be vending at it?
Yeah.
Okay. Why didn't you tell me? Would you like an application?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I'm like, wait, I never got an
We
application.
want you there.
What?
Earl, you're going to be there, right?
Yep.
Are you going to be able to make it? Awesome.
Yep.
We can put him on the speaker.
Well, yeah, no, that's going to be his
it's a good
job there.
idea, right?
No, he's getting a free booth because he's handling the speaking and he's also handling announcing the acts.
Right.
Oh,
Awesome.
hey, Sheena, if you're going to vend at the fair, I was going to ask you anyway, do you want to do like a group Reiki thing?
Yeah, we can do that.
Awesome.
I'm going to do a mediumship gallery.
Oh, that's been canceled. We're having you do stripping.
Oh, dang it.
Sorry, I should have told you.
I already have the clothes, so we good.
Okay, we're good. Okay.
We'll bring ghosts in one way or the other.
we got to boost the attendance, Debbie. Damn.
Right. Oh my God. Yeah, well, we better get someone else.
Delia. Buenas noches, amigas and amigo. Nice. Hey,
nice.
Delia.
Where's she from?
Well,
I don't recognize the name.
Delia Jeannie Welch. She's been on and off here. She's awesome. Delia, tell us where you're at. You're just like, what the hell? All right.
Or where you're from or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for that fair. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Yes, actually it is, and we're moving forward further and further and further and further and further with it. And this time, guys, I actually managed to get the application up and online.
Oh, good.
I am so happy. I'm excited. Oh, by the way, we're Delia, Des Moines. Okay, cool. No, by the way, we're having to switch over websites because WordPress has gone crazy. So I've got to switch it over to Wix. I'm building it right now. Just so as you know, it's going to be a little weird. I did get some advice, though. Oh, Antoinette, I am back. All right. Good, Antoinette.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to send you a link and see if you want to come on and talk. She's going to say no because I'm betting she's working. But I'm going to send it anyway just because. Hang on. What now? Boop.
I was trying to find a picture I wanted to show to everybody. When they basically, when I need to, especially since how, it's going to be coming up next month. This is my ancestor who I talked to.
Oh.
That is actually my great grandfather.
Oh, neat.
Wait. Oh.
I'm
going to try and zoom in on it. I can't.
Yeah, it's Chief John Williams.
Nice. That is so cool. Wow.
He
Hold on, let me
resembles
take a picture.
resembles my dad, and he is who I try to.
Got those high cheekbones.
He's who I try talking to and trying to get information from when I need to, especially when,
Nice.
especially during the blood moon.
Delia,
He says
okay.
he's talking to you. Absolutely. Thanks, Alicia.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, wow.
That's a really good picture, though.
Yeah, it really is. How did you come across this
Yeah, how'd
picture?
you get the picture?
Yeah.
That seems pretty well done.
Yeah, that was
And where is he from? Like what state? Was it Iowa?
No,
I didn't think so.
he was with the basically my tribe is called Karankawa.
Okay.
Which is also known as Tonkawa.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they were moved up from southeast Texas up to Oklahoma.
That's what I thought.
All the forts were closed.
Wow. That is so cool.
But he carries our family name, and yeah, when I was doing the research on my ancestry, that's who popped up.
Okay. Wow.
What do you do
really awesome.
to connect to your guides, Earl? What do you do to connect to your ancestors?
Usually I just try to sit quiet and basically I just fly to have a frank talk, say, okay, grandfather, you need to advise me what I need to be doing here. Yeah,
he's like, get your head out of your ass. That's what any of my ancestors would say.
Says
They'd
he's
give
been
it
talking
moment.
to you.
She's like,
he told me that you are hearing him, but you question it. But some of your thoughts aren't your thoughts. He's been helping you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, very close connection.
And it's when I'm not listening is when I will hear him the loudest yelling at me. It's like,
right.
It's just like my own dad. If I don't did, God, that day I walked back into the house and basically hearing him yelling at me because my brothers were doing something that he did not approve of. It's like, Dad, stop yelling at me. This is not my idea.
Right.
Like,
right.
Jesus.
That is something that my son Matthew, he used to come in and go, Mom, like just the way he said it. And I remember telling him one day, I'm like, baby, I cringe every time you say my name, right? Because he's usually coming in with a problem because, we're moms. We fix it, everything. Yeah. And like we laughed and joked about it, but in my mind, like I can still hear his voice, but sometimes it's so faded, it worries me.
Well, what really caught me off guard one night is I was working with a close friend of mine who is also a medium, and next thing I know, I've got it's not her anymore. It's from what I could tell, it was my grandmother. It was my great grandmother on the native side.
Yes.
And she was speaking to me in our language, which I didn't understand at the time. In fact, I had to tell her that, grandmother, I don't speak our language right now. So, but she came through loud and clear, wanting to know what the hell I was doing.
That is so cool.
I'm like, grandmother, I'm fine. I don't speak our language right now. And once I assured her I was fine, then she went on her merry way. It's like,
did you go study it then, the language?
Huh?
Have you studied the language or learned any of it?
I'm still trying. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. The Native Americans, they have sharp words. I don't know how to explain it other than that. Like the aha, like I think that's how they say aho. Yeah, the amen. Like it's just choppy. So yeah, it's hard for me to learn it.
Yeah. With our tribe, we had a language all of our own.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, we were not associated with like the Cherokee or
Mm-hmm.
anybody else. We were pretty much had our own set ways.
Yeah.
Well, when you come, if we get a moment, I'll have to come visit you.
Mm-hmm.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Honestly, it's an interesting culture, I tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, and learning about my tribe back then, we did not. My tribe did not exactly have the best reputation in the world either. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, great.
Is black obsidian something that the tribe worked with? Or am I picking that from you, Sheena? I keep seeing black obsidian between the two of you.
Well,
I work with black onyx. Yeah.
I was
Okay.
black onyx is usually what.
Okay.
Yeah.
Black onyx was actually
That's,
a
yeah.
stone my dad gave me. I have it
Thank
on my
you.
phone.
Nice. I kept seeing it between both of you. Like that makes sense. It was bouncing back and forth. So yeah, it was for both of you.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we could have picked any color or any stone and meant it for both of you. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is me.
I was gonna ask you, Angel. Because I don't run into many mediums, so I could talk about one-on-one, but I was in like a group like discussion, and I guess I never thought of it myself, but are you able to like connect and read yourself as far as like certain loved ones that have passed?
I can, other than my son, because that part's hard. But
Nice.
yeah, I've heard my mom, my brother, my oldest, he was the oldest in the family, has definitely come in my dreams like so many times. But he always comes when peace, like he's so peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
yeah, I'm lucky. I can actually read for myself. I cannot stop everything, even though you think you can. You know something's coming. You may not know what it is, but then there's good too. So it does go both ways. But yeah, I can connect up. But Matthew, it's harder. You had to know Matthew, huh, Alicia?
Delia, which chief?
Delia, I lived at
Yeah.
Wounded Knee for one summer and helped a chief write a book. I took current photos for the book. I learned a lot. That's actually pretty awesome, Delia. I would love to have you on to talk
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
Some Tuesday night talk. Would you be up for it, Delia?
Yeah, which?
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'd be interested to know which chief.
Just a regular chief.
Well, I was gonna say is, I mean, I've read a couple of books that were written. I think most of it was assisted writing from, well, one chief in particular that, uh, I mean, I really took a deep dive into.
Delia, I could Gary Rowland. Hon, you're going to have to give me some context. I'm confused.
Was that the chief's name? Is that what she's saying?
Okay.
Sheena, somebody was just by you.
In the beginning.
The book is called In the Beginning.
What, hon?
Probably Sherry. She's my best friend.
It's a female, definitely. Yeah. Really big circle, though. Like it was really big.
Nice.
On your, well, let me turn myself around. I think your left side. We're backwards in here.
Yeah.
It makes me wonder that I can sew well, because some of that you got to think. It's like,
Yep.
yeah, that's her. Horses? Does she like horses?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, she's usually around me quite a bit. But yeah, I wanted to ask you that because I can connect with anybody I want to besides my dad.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain one. Well, my mom, when she left, I always knew she never wanted to come back again. Like that was done. My mom was done with this earth. She had 8 children. There's different dads, but she kept us together and she raised us, and she was a damn good mom. but I think she was tired. I think she was just tired and tired of life, and I don't think she ever found the love that she really. Oh, but she found it, but couldn't have it. Okay. And I had a hard time connecting with my mom for a very long time, but I was the strong one. I was a strong out of 8 kids. I was the strongest female. There's only 3 of us. There's 5 brothers. Well, there was 5 brothers. 3 are gone. So I knew she knew I was going to be okay. But I'll never forget when she died. I mean, I fell to the ground. I don't know why my family just called me up and said, Mom died. You know, like, really? Huh. They should have came over. But anyways, when that happened, 3 nights later, which is interesting, she came into my dream. And we were in the kitchen, like Mom always had people in the kitchen. She was always feeding somebody. And all of a sudden it got like, everybody was still there, but it's a dream. So you're kind of like just in her bubble. So me and her. And she looks at me and she said, everything's going to be okay. Like it's going to work out. And I think because it did, I mean, things weren't okay. Life's been rough for all of us. I'm not complaining, but just saying. But I feel like the answer is because a lot of times they do say that. I think what they're trying to say is once you're gone, it's okay. You get the bigger meaning. That's how I took it. But it took me several years to figure that out, actually.
Wow.
There's a quote from X-Files I always liked about that, and I found it to be true. You know, this guy, Mulder, the one that always wanted the truth, he finally started to pass on. And he met an old friend, and the friend's like, okay, this is way before your time. And, Mulder's laying there. He's like, I want the truth. I just want the truth. And it's like, well, there's truth out here, but it's not the way you're going to want it. You won't care once you get it.
Right.
That
is good. Yeah. That was
Delia.
a good show.
Yeah, I know, right? Yes, Gary was his name. He passed.
Okay.
I'm showing a screenshot of him right now.
Oh, okay, Alicia, take a picture. My eyes are terrible. I can't even see it. Well, I'm on my phone. That isn't helping.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
take a picture for me and send it over again because that was awesome. You did that.
Give me one moment. Well, I also know how much you love Native American stuff, Debs.
Well, yeah. My family. I mean, my dad's side goes in there.
Hold on, let me try and get as close as possible. There we go.
I went back on my grandma's side. I think it was like 5 great grandfathers back. And I found a picture on, I don't think it was Ancestry. I think it was Find a Grave. And this was this big ass mountain man in like the big, furry robes and stuff, the buffalo, whatever. I mean, this guy was not fat, just huge. Okay. And I was like, but his face was shaped so much like mine. And I was like, wow. 5 great grandfathers back. It was really cool to see the picture from like 17 something. Yeah.
Delia, awesome. I loved him. That's awesome. Well, Delia, at some point, would you actually like to come on Tuesday Night Talk and talk about that a little bit? Because I think that would be really fun. Plus, I'd love a link to your book.
I just posted it. I'm sharing it right now.
Okay, cool.
I believe this is it.
He passed away young. He wasn't very old.
No, he wasn't very old.
Okay.
That's cool. I'm going to read it later, but that's really
It's only the beginning. The Memoirs of Lakota Warrior. Oh, wow. Okay, then. I'll take a picture.
Yeah, right?
And Delia says, yes. Okay, Delia, message either DesMoinesNewAge.com or message the shop's Facebook Messenger so as I can.
That would be awesome.
You got to leave it back up there. I got to take a picture for Debbie. She can't see
right. Put it back. No.
But no, that way I can get in touch with you, Delia, and we can work out a time when you're free to come on. Because I think that would be really neat.
Mm-hmm. And so many people are interested in the Native American stuff, especially men for some reason. They can believe in that, but they don't want to believe in ghosts. It's funny.
Well, honestly, though, as long as they believe in something, I'll take it.
Absolutely.
She says, cool. Okay, Earl, put it back up. Murph.
Say what?
Put it back up. Put the page back up.
Oh, okay. Hang on.
She takes a picture because I can't see it, so she sends it to me in text.
Yeah.
It sucks getting old. Although I enjoy the freedom, but yeah,
I was gonna say, Debbie,
that part is good.
that whole old
Like
stuff.
I'm gonna be
just
snowed in
doesn't-
for what, the next 3 or 4 days. I'm good with it.
It's I was gonna say the old thing does not actually resonate with you at all.
You're right. It doesn't.
So, okay, Delia, I can't do sweat lodges anymore because of my health.
I don't think
I wouldn't be able to do sweat lodges just because I hate getting sweaty.
Oh, I'm with her. I don't think I could do them because of health wise, but
yeah. Although
I would go in, like I would love to try a few minutes, but I couldn't stay in one.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. Now, Antoinette loves sweat lodges. She loves doing all that stuff, but she actually likes to be, she's a little bit more warm-blooded. So,
yeah.
come on, working on it, and got it. All right, cool.
Thank you.
Delia. Lol. Yep.
I'll go back and look at it later, but
no worries.
That is cool.
Okay.
Come on. Load. There it is. Okay. And send.
Thanks.
Right, hold on.
I appreciate that.
I have been to some sweat lodges with her at Deb's house. What?
What, Deb? Not me.
I was going to say, that's not the Debbie we got here. I mean,
I don't think so. Like,
her reading name's AngelLynn, but I refer to her as Debbie because she's
right.
Debbie.
It's Deborah Lynn, yeah.
Yeah. Wait, your middle name is Lynn?
Yeah, that's how I got the AngelLynn. That's what.
No kidding.
Yeah, nope.
That is awesome.
Nope, I got told I was going to be a psychic, like, in my head. And I'm like, you got to be kidding. I don't even believe in them, right? But I believed in gifts and a lot of other things. And I was like, whatever, give me a name. And it was literally like a blink of an eye. And they said AngelLynn, and it has worked ever since. Plus, I had a vision. I mean, it was literally 6 weeks later, I was doing the psychic fair, the metaphysical one.
Yeah.
All now. And I was scared to death because I didn't have a helper. Nobody told me what to do at all. Like, I went in there. I didn't have any cards. I didn't have flyers. I didn't know. I just showed up.
Oh my God.
I mean, but it was so freaking amazing because I was like, dang, Spirit, thank you. My main thing was it's not that I want to be right. It's not about that. I'm giving people false hope or false. If I just don't work that way, like it's going to be there or it's not. Does that make sense? And I know because of right after COVID, Lisa knows how bad. I mean, I was on death's doorstep 20 times, and that's not even like joking. That was literal. And then I did die for 7 minutes, but I got back like my will to stay here, and they told me that they were going to keep me here anyways. But because I know I've said it before on here, but these guys probably not have heard it. I'm like, I get it. I can go. Everybody becomes our mom. The daughters become a mother, whatever life is, whatever we're down here for. And I heard this deep voice say, no, we need you. I'm like, wait, how fair is that? So, and I still had another 1.5 year battle after that with my health. And in fact, I still can get infection, but I mean, as long as they keep me out of the hospital and I can keep going, I'm good. They may never find it,
Well, I tell you what, that one experience with you at our fair.
That's what it was like every time I went in.
I was just like, really, Debbie?
They thought
really?
I was overdosing, and I was not. Like,
just like,
you guys, there's other stuff going on here.
You are not going to die at the fair because I am here, and I will strip down that lamb cord and shock your ass.
Oh my God! Like the girl over the doctor on call at Skiff when I had to go there said the same thing. I'm like, don't let me die, and she said, you are not dying in my ER. And then I passed out again. So
Sheena, you don't know me as well as these two do by a long shot, but yes, I actually would have stripped down a lamb cord and started shocking her ass until she got back up.
She would have.
Earl knows I do it too, don't you, Earl?
Right. Somebody would have to.
I've learned to have my jump kit with me.
Right?
It sounds like the whole shop needs Reiki at this point. I think
Well,
me.
but yeah, I mean, yes and no. Like people come and go. Doesn't that like leave after effects, Sheena? You know what I mean?
That's why, as a new age shop owner, and Sheena, I know you know this too, you've got to clean your store. Not just clean it, but metaphysically clean it.
Right.
And sometimes you have to do it every day. You've got to clean your stock. That's why I'm passionate about white selenite everywhere, because I'm a lazy
I know. That
Okay.
me, that works really well.
Yeah. My big thing right now is I'm saving up to get another fountain.
Ooh, neat.
Because
Yeah,
that's
the water
one of
running.
the, one of the other things that helps it. And plus, you're
Yes.
pouring holy water in the
Yep.
fountain and getting it done. I will tell you, the spaceship building, a hole appeared in my pretty gold fountain that my dad and I had worked on. That had been good for almost a decade. All of a sudden, big hole. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Then the new one that I brought in, all of a sudden there was a hole broken out almost in the exact same place.
Oh, that's, yeah. No.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You know? So, yeah. Okay, Delia, with Antoinette. Antoinette, I know Deb. I have been to that sweat lodge. Love it. Hot Glohemian yoga. Okay, Antoinette, I love you, girly, but no, you know what? I'm very much Gandhi takes a yoga class. We perform yoga in a room with reasonable temperatures where you do not sweat your sack off.
Right. Yoga is actually really the stretching in it. I find helps me a lot. Like I thought it was just whatever, but Sheena, sorry, but it is amazing.
Yeah.
It keeps you moving. It's all about the stretching for me.
Yep.
And now with all the issues and problems I'm having, I've had to go back more and more and more
Right.
to it. Yeah, fun stuff, right? Anyway, Antoinette, like it hot, lol. And yes, Antoinette does. You could probably pop her in the middle of a volcano somewhere and she'd be happy.
Right.
You'd just be like,
Oh, God,
I am home. And I'd be like, I knew you weren't human. But anyway, Delia, what do you remember? Like a dream when you died for 7 minutes. All right.
More like a dream. I
Your
felt
death.
emotions and I felt my son, Matthew.
Wow.
I don't remember it. Like I don't remember it. I just felt this like overwhelming sense that things were going on, but it was like really fast, and then it like slowed down. It was just weird, like, and I had to take myself back there because when I came out of it, I apparently had seizures all weekend long. So I didn't come. That happened on a Friday, and I did not come to till like Tuesday.
No.
I mean, they paddled me. They broke my ribs. So.
Oh God, you were so tiny. Oh my God.
Well, I wasn't as tiny then, but I was still tiny. But now, oh my goodness, it was definitely a unique experience. I wish I could remember more, but I know that I'm here and I know I'm on my path. Like, and a lot of people cannot say that.
That's true.
I get a lot of what's my path. Well, I can't tell everybody's path. What?
Oh, talking to my dog.
I talk to the cat.
Is that when your gifts fully opened up, or did you, or was it?
No, they opened up well, actually, when I was little. But my mom was a single mom, so it's not like we talked about this kind of stuff. Who has time, you know? But I remember things would happen to people we knew, and then they'd be panicking and running, like the pill factory across the street that we lived from. I was born and raised in Southern California. And I remember looking out my window because my window was red. Like the curtain was just red. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? But it was on flames. I mean, it blew up. And I remember this thought. I was probably 7, 8 years old. And I'm like, well, why weren't they prepared? I knew it was going to happen. I didn't understand how they did not know it was going to happen. So kind of I lived that way, you know, until... Then I did the church thing when I was 12. I chose my own church, which was Pentecostal. Freaked my mom out. She was really mad. Just because it scared her. When she was young, she like snuck under a tent and saw people speaking in tongues. So that's very scary if you don't know what's going on. And then that's what I'm saying. I didn't really believe in psychics, but I totally believe in gifts. You know, Jesus was a magical person and he did magic. Now, they only let a little bit in, you know, whoever wrote the books, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's, I know he walked the earth. I know that part. Like I can feel that. But as far as like some of like, I just feel that this is my own personal opinion. That man put a lot of words in that book that, you know, and plus, if it's accurate, it was written 200 years after he passed. So,
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I was just curious because, like, I've had my gifts since I was really young, but I couldn't hear. I could only hear them in my dreams up until like 4 years ago. And then 4 years ago is where, like, now I can hear exactly what they're saying. And
you are. I mean, your energy force is very strong, but you protect it. I feel.
Yeah.
Like, you know it's there, because that's actually speaking of that is a good idea, because sometimes I forget that, and people grab that. You can be walking by somebody in the store, on the street. You can drive by people in a car.
100%.
And so yours is protected, but you are very intuitive. What, Elisa?
No, that's pretty good. So, Sheena, how do you protect your energy so well? That's a tip that everybody would like to know.
Look behind him. There's a wolf. Sorry, I just noticed it.
What? He's had that all along.
I know.
Oh my God.
I don't live in this world, okay? Anyway,
I know you don't. I know. You're only halfway here.
When I first started shielding and protecting, I did it like the normal ways, like stones and like meditations. Now it's kind of like an automatic. Like
that's what I get from you.
Yep. I kind of visit it like a Wonder Woman shield. Like it just kind of floats around me and just.
Oh my God, that so portrays you though. The way you use Wonder Woman, that makes sense. I like that.
I know mine didn't really kick in until after Dad passed in 2007.
About how old were you then? Just curious.
Let's see.
I know, right?
I think I was still been back in my late 30s, I think.
Okay.
That's when things started kicking in after Dad passed. And there's still one vision that I've got in my head that I'm still trying to decipher. And, his dad came to me. Basically, I could see his face, and then basically he had.
What's your dad's name, real quick?
Joe.
What?
Joe.
Okay, keep going. Sorry.
And he was holding 2 phone handsets.
Yep. Okay.
And that's one thing that's one vision I'm still trying to decipher yet. That was shortly after he passed.
Right, which is how my mom came. She never came again until a couple years ago. I got one more dream. Well, actually, when Matthew went missing, the whole time after the cardiac arrest, I came home for a day and a half and was rushed right back in. And I stayed in the hospital for about 3 months, and almost every single day during a nap or during the middle of the night, I dreamt of my mom, my oldest brother that's passed, and Matthew, and our dog Jessie that me and Matthew raised, which is interesting because everybody in the dream that was dead was supposed to be, even the dog, because I had to put her down a couple years ago. But Matt wasn't. In the dream, he was alive. So I'm like, okay, are you coming to take me with you, or are you trying to tell me something? So I get it, Earl. It's frustrating.
I was going to say, though, of all the kids, I do believe it's either going to be Matt or Jessie that comes. Says, okay, Mom, come on. But Jessie, honestly, I don't think she's close anywhere near. So, probably going to be Matt. It's going to fall to Matt. Like, hey, Mom, come on.
Right.
Oh.
It's going to be a while, though, apparently.
Yeah. And
which I'm okay with. I mean, the world is very interesting.
That is one way to put it. Yes.
Yeah, right?
It is. It is interesting.
Anyways, Earl, I'm sorry. I go back to your dream. So it was a vision, but not a dream from your dad, or was it a dream?
No, it was a vision.
Okay.
Like I said, I could see him, and
What color were the phones?
uh,
If you know,
I get red.
that's
well,
kind of what I saw. But then I
no, they were
saw.
both. I believe they were both like neutral color.
Okay, yeah, and they were lighter, like a almost like a 50s color. You know, the kind of light pinkish greens. Yeah, because I heard that too, Sheena. But then when I actually looked, it was the neutral colors, like of the 50s.
Mm.
I don't know if that was a good time in his life that he was happy with. You know,
I don't. I don't know if he was just trying to tell me that I was supposed to be a go-between, or what it is. Like I said, I'm still trying to decipher it. Yeah.
that like fit well in my stomach. The go between you and your brother or brothers.
Yeah, like
That's what it was. He knew that nobody else was going to be able to do it. And even then, I don't know that they listened to you.
No.
I know. So yeah, very interesting.
So I mean, all I could do was just go with it, and like, Dad, just this
Give me
isn't
more
my idea.
messages. Yeah.
Leave me alone. This isn't my. This wasn't my doing. Like, this wasn't my idea.
Yeah, well, leave me alone doesn't work.
You've got to put clothes for repairs. Clothes
Right.
for repairs. Hold on.
That's funny.
Antoinette, shielding as baby automatic for me. Remember everything as baby. My great grandma taught me as baby. Oh wow. So she had some ancestral help. She was tuned in.
Mm-hmm.
nice.
One of these days I'm gonna get that girl on Tuesday Night Talk, but I don't know. She's kind of a working fiend at the moment.
I feel her. Right? I've been so busy.
No, yeah.
Like I said, I'm enjoying being snowed in here.
I know, right?
Yeah.
You get to take a break.
Yes.
I remember the one time I was working a couple jobs at that point, and I was doing shows on the weekends. And
Oh, you were running ragged.
well, you know, must be a day that ends in Y. But no, we got so much snow at my apartment building. The snow was halfway up the door, and the management couldn't get the snow plows out. And so I called my boss. I'm like, boss, I ain't coming in. Yeah, no, I could take a picture, but at that point I couldn't send it anyway. And he's like, well, can't you just shovel your way to the bus stop and make it? And I'm like, no.
Right.
I hung up on his ass.
Obviously, you were already giving way more of yourself than, you know.
It was that kind of job. But, and you know me.
Yeah, there's a lot of them out there.
Just constantly work. So I went back upstairs. I took my phone off, put my phone on silent, and I drank an entire bottle of Black Merlot blackberry wine. And that is when I learned what a wine hangover feels like. And
I would have thrown
a lot of wine ever again.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was actually
no spinata, Earl, in our day.
In my case, it was Dad's homemade wine.
Oh, okay.
Jesus, Earl.
Right. My sister made Kahlua all the time.
Yeah, I wound up polishing off a bottle of 74 grape.
Oh wow.
Antoinette. Wow. I know, right?
I know, that turns my stomach thinking about it. It's like,
well, the best part of it was actually my friend at the time, Justin's Christmas gift. And I called him and I'm like, Justin, I'm going to have to get you something else. And he's like, kind of figured. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Kind of figured.
You drank somebody's Christmas present. That's funny. Actually.
Hey, I popped it open. It was supposed to be for him because he loved Merlot and I wasn't a wine person.
Right.
But it was the only booze I had at home. I popped that sucker open and went, I go nowhere. It tasted good.
Oh my God. I hope you got the next day off because that would have been 3 days for me.
I was going to say, I didn't go in the next day. I was hurt.
Yeah.
Fierce.
Nope, they have not plowed me out yet. I am stuck inside. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm still stuck. See ya. Bye.
Yeah.
Oh!
Sorry about your bad luck. Oh, yeah, Knott's Berry Farm. You're right.
I remember Knott's Berry.
I do remember that too. Well, because we live by Knott's Berry Farm, actually.
Oh, gosh.
Right. That's actually a cool place. I liked it better than Disneyland.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's because it's like old, like it's like made out of the old days, you know, like a cowboy movie or something. And then of course, they have the alligator farm that's not far from there either.
Yeah. Well, that could lead to some interesting drunken stories.
Yeah, well, yeah.
No. Hold on. Wait. Oh no, Boone's Farm, strawberry.
Strawberry,
Oh my God.
yep.
Boone's Farm did not have a lot of alcohol in it. I tried that and it was okay, but it did not have enough alcohol. I remember one of my friends.
They would have kicked my butt.
No, one of my friends actually poured Everclear in and mixed it with the Boone's Farm in the bottle.
Oh my God.
Lord.
Holy shit.
I tell you what, though, it was good. It was good.
Could you keep it down?
Oh Lord.
Oh my God. That would have burned. Oh, no. Yeah, my first husband would always drink. They'd get it from Tennessee.
Hold on.
It's strong.
Kathy Reed Kinsey, Annie Green Springs, like $2 a bottle. That
right?
I don't know.
I've never heard of that one, Kathy.
Dang.
Annie Green Springs.
Let's see if it's still around. Hold on.
I know. Somebody look that up. Okay, we so digress from spirits to wine. It all works.
Hey, you know what?
Spirits don't care.
Spirits or ghost spirits, right?
Right. True.
I'm still trying to talk one of my favorite wineries into shipping me down a bottle.
From where?
From Minnesota.
Okay.
And yeah, because when I was up in Minnesota, I had to do a wedding at this winery, which was a former horse ranch. And basically, they made a fantastic blueberry apple.
Oh, now that sounds good.
And
wine?
Like, I'm still trying to talk him into shipping me a bottle.
Oh no, you better ask for a taste now because I want to try it. I don't know about you, Alicia. That sounds really good.
Yeah, actually, yeah, it does.
If I want to getting that thing, I go AWOL. You'll know why.
Right? Well, no, oh no, we will hunt your ass down, boys.
Yeah, you need to get a couple bottles and bring them to the March Fair.
Right.
That's for after fair.
Right.
All right, hold on. Delia, Mad Dog.
Oh,
Jesus.
I wasn't brave enough to try that. Just the name alone scared me.
Oh, Lord, the old Mad Dog.
I tried some. Wasn't my thing.
It didn't look very.
That was the go-to as kids. And like, no.
No, I had a buddy, and he did have an alcohol problem, but he would drink just about anything. I remember I had some half bottles from a party I had held, one of my rare parties, and I had a half of Everclear, a half of vodka, a half of whiskey. I had a half of everything.
Oh my God!
Just, that fucker sat there. That night, I went to get some sleep because he had just come in from out of town. The kid was like family at that point, but he went there and he drank all of the bottles.
What?
And then
in one night? Or
yes, and he chased them with the wine that was left. And I was like, dude, did you die?
Right?
No, he didn't. He was fine.
Wow.
Got up, went out and got breakfast the next day. I'm like,
what the heck?
That's a lot of tolerance, dude. You are not that big of a guy. Okay.
Right.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's always the skinny ones, the little ones.
And I thought that I had a high tolerance. Because every batch of wine that Dad would make, when it was
so you come by it naturally.
When it was time to decanter and whatnot, yeah, we all got the sample.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he wound up having a bottle. He had to wound up having a batch of Concord grape coming out 100 proof.
Oh my gosh!
He had it tested.
Whoa, that's like Everclear. That's
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to.
Did you taste that?
We had to tone that down with 7-Up.
You think?
Yeah. Oh my God. Honestly, it probably would have been like grape juice like orange juice or something.
100%. That had to burn.
Get you.
No, not really, but
really? Yeah, I have a low tolerance, so yeah.
It was definitely strong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't say that. Damn.
Well, you can't get it any stronger, right? Than 100%.
We're going for 120 next time. 120.
Right? Yeah.
Although something I've always wanted to try is dandelion wine.
I've heard that's good. Yeah.
Well, I kind of wanted to make my own, but at the same time, I'd rather have an expert do it.
Right.
And I've always been curious to see how it would taste because
Well, remember those came out a couple, like, it's probably been, I don't know, 10, 15 years now, but people were able to buy the stuff, like a wine set, like make your stuff at home. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should try it. Of course, that's a lot of dandelions.
Yeah.
When our yard pops up, I'll just go pick them for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yep.
They're all over Iowa, like crazy.
Well, dandelions, they have a lot of medicinal properties.
Yes, they do.
I
They're
know.
amazing. I wish people would quit cutting them and actually start picking them.
Right.
And the thing is, with dandelions, they grow just about anywhere.
Yeah.
So, you've got
and they do.
highly medicinal. And when the season comes back up again, I'm going to do a whole long article about it just so as people maybe hopefully quit just mowing over them.
Yeah.
There's
That's my job for
there's only 2 wineries here in Iowa that carry it.
Really?
Ackerman Winery and the Amana Colonies.
Where's the Ackerman Winery at?
Huh?
Where's the Ackerman Winery at?
Let's see. That's in Ackerman, Iowa.
Judy Zeitz, I've had dandelion wine. It was okay tasting. Thank you, Judy. I appreciate it.
Oh, wait a minute. That's also in the Amana Colonies.
Oh, okay. I thought they were together.
Well, they make some good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good cheese, good bread, good wine. Yeah, it's pretty good. Good furniture. So, Sheena, did you think it was going to take this turn tonight?
Right.
No.
But you know
That
what?
was a good time, though.
Interesting, though. It's been very good. We got, there was some good information tonight, just the stories and sharing them. And I don't know. I enjoyed it.
Just relaxed. Yeah. And that's pretty much until I get healed.
Vita Loco Winery in Warren
It's going to be calm.
Ooh, gooseberry.
I don't know if it's still open, but LA Vita Loca Winery in Warren Loco in Warren County did a gooseberry wine that was awesome. I love gooseberry. Have you guys ever had
gooseberry pie? I have not.
It is amazing if you get it right, but not many people make it.
Yeah, I think it's kind of an old recipe that goes by the wayside now.
It was so yummy. I've only had it at a couple of the really small town fairs that I was vending at, and this person's like, "Would you like to try gooseberry pie?" I'm like, "That's a thing." Okay, let me. Oh my god! So yeah. I've got to find a really good recipe. Okay, Delia, as kids, if you held a yellow dandelion under your chin, it meant you loved butter. Interesting.
I've heard of that one.
If it glowed yellow. Okay, yeah. Well.
I know, but when my lilies, I touch the bright orange and yellow ones, I'll tell you what, everything, my fingers are yellow. I got, war paint on me, and they're very, very strong, color-wise. I think it's kind of cool, actually.
Very true. Yes, it is.
My neighbors don't like me much, but I love my dandelions.
Great.
Hey.
They have one
toddler to go pick them, so they can help mom or dad in the garden. Here, you go get all these little yellow flowers for me.
No, regularly Arthur would come up to me with couple dandelions.
Oh, yeah. My kids used that. That was the flower they'd pick on their way home for you. Yeah.
Apparently, Dennis never picked any for his mom, so she didn't know anything about that.
Right.
And he's like, "Why? What? Why? Why are you pulling that out of the dirt?" And I'm like, "Bring me a flower." Apparently, his mom was not hip on dirty flowers coming into the house. I don't know.
Oh, who knows?
Hey, I don't like people. I make sure nobody has their shoes on when they come into my house.
Right.
I get it, but when a kid hands you a flower, you just suck it up.
Oh yeah. It's so from their heart, like it's so pure.
Kind of like that saying: if a little kid hands you the toy phone, I don't care who you are, you best answer it.
Right, dang it. How else are they gonna learn?
Exactly. Anyway, y'all, I gotta run out and grab some waters and some cheese and some bread. So I'm gonna call it. Yeah, I know, right?
No, it's been very good tonight.
Yeah.
So thanks for having me.
AngelLynn, you gonna be there this weekend, or are you gonna be like, no?
Probably I won't if we get what they're saying. There's no way.
I will call you and harass you then.
You can do that.
Okay.
You
Cool.
can FaceTime me even.
Ooh, that's good.
I'll answer. I'll join. No, kidding.
Okay.
Just
Yes,
put her on the iPad on the table.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. But you. Oh my God. I will probably be living in my pajamas.
But they don't need to see that. Tell you what, if you get a reading, I'll put you on FaceTime.
All right.
Oh, Sheena, she is going to hate you for that suggestion.
Wait, what? Wait, what suggestion? What'd you suggest?
Oh, don't worry about it. You'll find out over the weekend, AngelLynn.
See, now you know how it works. It just goes over my head.
I
Yep.
said, yeah, just put her on the. We could even go like spooky about it, like put a dome over her. She could be
Ooh.
like the head in the
Oh,
black.
making a meme?
Yeah.
No. My
You
dog
think-
does that.
You
her
think
head
I'm
gets-
above it? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm
A
not.
little bulldog. Yep. Well, I
Well.
got songs that she'll come in and dance to. Because there's certain songs that I like, and then I'm kind of like just bebopping around the kitchen, and she will come in and she literally dances with me. Her
Oh.
daughter can't get the rhythm down, but she can. It's funny as heck. I keep trying to video it, and every time I video it, she's tired. I think it's because of snow.
Oh, yeah. The cold's killing everybody. We're all just like dead.
Right. Good night, Delia.
Good night, Delia.
Good night, Delia.
Also, I'll
Good
be on
night, all.
my.
Go ahead, Earl.
I will be on my roundtable on Tuesday night as usual.
All right. I will try to get my butt on there. I don't know. Sheena, I got to get with you because I got to get you a Tuesday night talk scheduled. I've been in a lot of pain. So fun stuff.
Girl, we got to
No.
find something for you. I know what that feels like. Actually, my
Delia,
pain was kind of high.
Delia, look for Pagan Artist Spotlight on both YouTube and Facebook, and you'll find it.
Yeah, I missed you Tuesday. I'm so sorry, but I will be on again.
Yes.
I mean, if you want me to. No.
She's a wizard. She arrives exactly when she means to.
Right?
All right.
All
Bye-bye,
right, guys. Good
butterflies.
night. Have a
See you
good
next time,
weekend.
Curious
Good night.
Minds.
All right. Bye,
Thank
guys.
you all.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on.
Thanks.
Lots of love. All right, y'all. Loves to you all. And Delia, I will actually just post a link. Honestly, I'm just going to post a link to it the second he gets it to me. Pagan Artist Spotlight. All right, babe. Loves to you all. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to go get some groceries. Have a great night. Bye. Hold on. Let me get a media asset here. And pop.